Thank you. In November of 2013, months after the first airing of the Nightline special, I was asked to speak publicly for the first time at the PA Conference for Women. Pushing through my fear of public speaking, I relied on my faith to give me strength that I needed to reluctantly walk out on stage, full of tears, to tell the personal story of my students. A story that could not be seen in that video. I talked about my students' feelings of deep despair and how they came to be. I talked about my primary responsibility became to instill hope in a group of children who had lost all hope. I desperately tried to get the audience to understand that the children should not be judged for their actions or their circumstances. They were merely victims and needed help and guidance to get back on track. Then I sincerely put out a call to action. I said, when it's time for you to leave this conference, go back to your cities and your towns and reach out and touch children like mine. They are everywhere. Children that have lost hope along the way. I said, seek them out, have conversations with them, remind them that they will be okay because you are out there in the world, eager and ready to help them on their journey. And help them on their journey they did. The participants of that conference went back to their towns in Pennsylvania and worked diligently on behalf of children. Many decided to invest valuable resources and programs and time into Strawberry Mansion High School. And for that, I am eternally grateful. So today, nearly 5 years later, because of the dedication of my staff and many, many caring adults, hope is what pushes my students to a brighter future. The persistently dangerous label has been long since gone away. Academic progress considers on an upswing, and positive conversation about their future is heard throughout the building. Why the change, you may ask? Simply because so many wonderful people cared enough to answer and cared enough to serve. The many donations and programs and mentoring services given to the school has made all the difference. When I walk through the halls of Strawberry Mansion High School today, I can hardly believe I once roamed the halls with a bullhorn to keep order. It is a very different place now, still very challenging yet manageable beyond measures. It is now has a firm foundation for hope. It now has a firm foundation for growth, and hope permeates the building. And that makes my assignment complete. Each day, with a very heavy heart, I patiently await my next assignment after hearing it is time from the same voice that told me, you go to Strawberry Mansion nearly 5 years ago. But today, we are gathered here in beautiful Austin, Texas, energized by the theme of this conference, the power of us, amplify your voice. When I consulted with God for what I would say to you today, the words dreamer, visionary, innovator, entrepreneur, and cheerleader emerged to the forefront of my mind. After noting the meanings of these words, idealistic, imaginative, creative, risk-taker, supporter, I closed my eyes and I visualized my steps toward the exit door of Strawberry Mansion High School into a future that is unknown, relying on a voice saying it is time to encourage me and push me through the doors to another assignment that will culminate all of my previous assignments. That word time, And that voice became my focal point, realizing that life's time is quickly ticking away. I concentrated on that voice for direction. God said it is time for you to want for yourself what you have always wanted for everybody else. It is time for you to take each second and dream your best dream. Take each minute and visualize what awesome things can happen for you in your life. Take an hour each day to create new and exciting missions for your life. Every day, think like an entrepreneur and simply take risks to explore those new ideas, even when you are afraid. And intertwine throughout every day of your life. Make sure you become your own consistent cheerleader. God said to me, it is your reward for answering the call to help children who needed help when no one else would do so, for seeing the beauty inside of children that no one else could see, for giving them a reason to hope and dream again. This new way of thinking about your own life that I have infused in you is your reward. Well, to all of you women of esteemed position, I would like to share my reward with you today. If you are near the end of one assignment, pondering a new one, or waiting on one like I am, and you are standing in one spot and afraid to move left or right, afraid about what would happen if you choose left over right or right over left, do yourself a favor. Do not worry about directional order. Just be sure to move. Move one step closer to fulfill that dream you have always had for yourself. Visualize it day and night. See yourself doing exactly what you always wanted to do. Be an innovator in your field. You have created that breakthrough idea in your head 1,000,000 times. You got it. Go get it. Think like an entrepreneur and take some risk. It will be worth it. Okay. And if by any small chance that you do all you can to fulfill your dream, and it is so close that you can reach out and touch it, and in a flash, it does not pan out your way, please remember this: everything will always work together for your good. How do I know? It was a promise. So aim high, because not taking a risk will only lead to regret. Time is ticking. Tick, tick, tick. Move. Move toward your destiny, and every chance you get, cheer yourself on. And today, ladies, let's cheer each other on. And while you are taking the steps to get to that place where you really want to be in your life, don't periodically glance back. Turn all the way around and take time to help those who you passed on your journey to success, that in some small or big way help you find your way. That is what the children at Strawberry Mansion High School has done for me. They helped me move ever so closely to being the best me. I helped them find hope. They helped me rediscover it. That is why no matter where my life may take me, I will always keep them with me to keep me grounded in what is really important in this life, and that is to serve others, have hope, and demonstrate love. So as I move forward in my life, my role will change in their lives, from their leader to their influencer. What is an influencer, you may ask? According to Google, influencer is a person who has the power to affect decisions on behalf of others because of their real or perceived authority, knowledge, and position. No matter where life takes me, if that school or community needs me, I will only be a phone call away. If hope ever evades them again, I will only be a phone call away. I am committed to using all of my influence that I have to make sure that everybody always do right by them. In closing, as you set out to create this wonderful life for yourself that you so rightfully deserve, remember it will be your role also to become an influencer for children in need or a cause that's dear to your heart. Children in despair, children who live in poverty, children who seem to be voiceless need people of influence to be their voice. This is how we amplify our voices. We become influencers. We get others to understand why they must do right by all children. We convince others to advocate for the protection, safety, welfare, and education of all children. We, women of power, we speak up when no one else speaks up. We stand up when nobody else stands up. We rise up together to show the children of this country that we love them all and they are second to none. And when we are able to see the miraculous potential of all of America's children come to light, then the world will be able to see the power of us. And one day, the children of this nation will reach out to every single one of us, and they will say to us, if nobody didn't tell you they loved you today, you remember I do, and I always will. Thank you.